Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Derek Nelson. I am the author of the book called The Financial Foundation System. Now, within this book is pages on debt and how debt can potentially affect you. And that's what I want to talk about today. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, follow, because we're going to have more great content coming out in the future. Also, feel free to like, comment, share, no matter what platform you're watching this on. We are here to help. I want to be your financial coach. I want to guide you to live debt-free and truly wealthy. Now, let's talk about debt. I want to talk about the 5 ways that we could cut debt out of our lives and maximize the money that we put in our pockets each and every month. 2 are very simple things. They're subtle lifestyle changes. Okay, one is, your cable, Wi-Fi, cell phone. Are there different plans that you could put into place? I'll give you an example. In my family, we had a bunch of channels that we were paying for. We never watched. Isn't that amazing? You can have 500 channels and there's never anything on. Go figure. So can we cut those things out a little bit to cut our costs down? Now, that's not going to save you thousands of dollars a year, but it could save you 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks every single month. And while $20 doesn't seem like a lot, hey, listen, that's $240 a year. My philosophy is always this: no matter how much or how little you're saving, the money is always better off in our pockets rather than theirs, right? So let's help you keep that money. Now, another thing we could do is I run into a lot of people and they eat out a lot, okay? And I'm talking 5, 6, 7 times a week. We don't think of it like that because we might only be going out to dinner maybe 3 or 4 times, which is still a lot. As a family, we probably don't even do that a month because, if it's the wife and 3 kids, then, hey, listen, every time we go out, it's a nice little bill. But we do have our special occasions. We do go out a couple of times a month. I'm not telling you not to go out. What I'm saying is if you're the type of person who's going out to eat multiple times a week, maybe scale that back a little bit. Bring your lunch instead of buying it while you're at work. Cook more home-cooked meals. Not to mention, it'll probably be healthier for you in the long run. So that in itself, you could save $100, $200, maybe even $300 a month doing that. So right now, we've already put a couple of $1,000s back in your pocket if these align with what your habits are. Now, let's get into more detailed and what we can do now to put more money in our pocket today. A big thing is a lot of people are paying too much for their home and auto insurance. And it could be homeowners if you don't have a mortgage, if you don't own a home. It could be a renter's policy, which, they're a lot less expensive than a homeowner's policy, but doesn't mean you can't save money. So shop those policies around. There are other carriers out there. They're very competitive, and you could save a lot of money. Also, if you have good rates, and even if you do shop and you find lower rates, you may only have a $250 deductible. You may want to consider a $500 or even a $1,000 deductible. That will save you hundreds of dollars. This is how we put more money back in your pocket. Now, the other thing is credit cards. A lot of people carry credit card debt, and it becomes a vicious cycle because what's going on with the credit cards is now you're spending money you don't have. Well, now you have to pay it back plus interest. And oftentimes those interest rates are double digits. So we need to pay those cards down as efficiently as possible. By the way, if you reach out to me, I can certainly help you with that. I can map it out to where if you don't even take extra money, we can reconfigure how you're paying those cards down, and you can save thousands in interest just like that. We can map out a plan for you. We will help you pay down your debt. That's 100%. As a financial coach, I want to help you with that. I don't want anybody having credit card debt. I think it's the worst. I don't even think it is the worst kind of debt you can have unless you're, borrowing from a loan shark. So let's get rid of that credit card debt. There is no reason to be paying, 10, 15, 20, even 29.99% interest. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. And it's killing your ability to save for the future. Not to mention you don't have enough money at the end of the month because you're paying out the credit card. You'll never get ahead that way. Now, a big reason why most people go into credit card debt is because they don't have enough money in the first place. And again, you dig a hole that you can't get yourself out of. Okay, you're clawing and you're scratching and you can't figure out why. Why am I not out of debt? What many people do, and this brings me to my other point, is when they first take their job, and I did the same thing. I was 22 years old when I got my first career job, and I was down on the New York Stock Exchange, and when I filled out my W-4 for tax purposes, I filed single zero. That's single zero dependents. They take out the maximum number of taxes. A lot of people never change that. And now you're married, you have 2, 3 kids. Guess what? You have dependents. So if that's the case, here's what's happening. You're giving the IRS an interest-free loan because they're taking out too many taxes, because you do get tax credits, and you're paying out double-digit interest to the banks and the credit cards. It's never going to work. So what I would advise you do is revisit that. Go back. Claim married, claim some dependents. If you have 2 kids, claim 4. Just figure it out so you can put more money back in your pocket. This will help you accelerate the debt payoff. This will put more money in your pocket, and this will help you maximize your savings so that you can have a secure future. I hope this was helpful. Please like, comment, share. We're here to help. We want to help as many people as possible. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to this because more valuable tips are on the way. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon.